Hey guys, and welcome back for another content of Ragnarok M Classic. So this build is really getting popular now. From an underrated class, like what others try to say since from the start of the game, to now one of the most popular classes because of their master skill. This preset will be the full Ghost Warlock build, and we will pump up some more ghost damage as we can. So without further ado, let's start with the stat allocation. First thing you need to do is to remove the casting time of your Tetra Vortex by simply adding a dex slowly. In my case, 136 dex is enough. This might be optional, but it is good to have since you still have some more skill points remaining to add for your Tetra Vortex. Max your intelligence for more magic attack, get a bit of vitality, and then the rest is on the lock for the spell crit, which I will tell you later why. For the skill allocation, I'll just point out the skills that are essential for this build. For Mage is the increased spiritual recovery. For Wizard is the Sight to reveal hidden enemies, Soul Drain to increase your max SP, and then Energy Coat to reduce the damage taken and increases M damage as well as ignore M def if leveled to 10. For High Wizard is the Amplify Magic Power to increase your magic skill damage furtherly. Napalm Vulcan is not really necessary to max actually. It will not affect your spiritual combo damage, just like what you see here. But I just maxed it because I don't have anything else to put my remaining skill points, and the rest will be up to you. Now for the Warlock skills, max the Recognize spell to increase your magic piercing stat, Fast Reading spell to reduce the after skill delay, Soul Expansion just level 14 for filler damage while waiting for the other cooldown of your ghost skills, White Imprison to lock down your targets, and this will synergize your master skill, White Barrier to protect yourself from incoming attacks. This will negate all element damage except for ghost damage. Elemental Enhance to increase your element damage, and this will also work with a passive of master skill. And then the last one is the Tetra Vortex. This one is also a burst skill when you are waiting for your other skills to cool down. Just optional if you want to use it. And now for our master skill. The active skill is the Spiritual Combo, which summons multiple spirits to a random enemies and deals 300% if max, magic attack as ghost damage for a total of 7 hits. And the boosting effect of Napalm Vulcan and Soul Expansion increases the Spiritual Combo, so I will suggest this later. The first passive is the Spiritual Panic. It fires another spirit combo and another one for every near the target. Maxing this skill will fire 5 more spirits and another 5 for enemies near the target, which is why you need to max this one. Second passive is the Judgment Shackle. This will increase the hit rate of your White Imprison, and if successfully hit, it will automatically fire Spiritual Combo at them. At max level, the hit rate of your White Imprison is increased by 30%, making it a 100% in total, because your White Imprison skill already has 70% chance. So this one also should be prioritized because you really need the White Imprison, the target, for you to deal the highest amount of damage as well as firing another Spiritual Combo. And the third passive is the Will Elimination, for which your Elemental Enhancement passive will now work on ghost skills. And for each orb has 50% if max level, then multiplying it to 4 orbs is 200%, which makes your ghost element skill damage increase by a lot. And then it has another effect for which Tetra Vortex will deal ghost damage of the same multiplier for 1 extra time. I believe this is still bugged because the Tetra Vortex still hits 4 times instead of 5. So I hope this will be fixed soon. Now for the gears and cards. For the gears, it's almost identical to the Flame Warlock, but you can just equip the Adventure Master gears because this build doesn't require too much variable cast time. Anyways, for the endgame gears are Wizardry Staff for the weapon, and the card options are Fiona Star, Fiber Chiri, or racial cards like Hydra. Offhand is the Sacrifice Book, and the card option is the Telepathy Amplification card. Armor is the Robe of Cast, and the card options are the Aga for more magic attack, or Munak Star if you are lacking Ignore MDef. Your goal is to achieve 100 to 120% Ignore MDef. Garment is the Natokig's Cloak, and the card option is the Harpy to gain the Soul Expansion damage plus 10%, which again increases your Spiritual Combo damage. Footgear is the Crystal Pumps, and the card options are the Marionette Star, or the Fallen Bishop for PvP. For the accessories, you need the Eye of Dulahan, And the other options are the Orleans Gloves or the Exorcism Sachet to gain even more spell crits. And the card options are the Fire Witch, Elder Willow Star, Zipperbreast Star, and Horror Star for PvP so you can detect hiding enemies farther. And for headwear is the Evil Hat for ghost damage, and every refinement gives more additional ghost damage, also as slotted. And the card options are the Katarina, Clock Tower Manager, Sealed Apocalypse, or Marduk for anti-silence. Also, you have the options for the Terrible Tornado headwear, but this one doesn't have a slot and is a limited time event. So if you are still new to the game, you might not get this one. Facewear options are the Monocle, Elven Ears, or Evil Eye for additional ignore MDef. For matwear options are the Grandpa Beard or Angry Snarl. For backwear is the Terrible Tornado, Hydra, Spring, or Devil Wing. For the tail options are the White Snake Chime, and for the cheaper option is the Firetail. And lastly, depositing Marionette card will boost your Napalm Vulcan damage by 10%, which again also increases the damage of your spiritual combo. The Aesir Monument also has a big role to boost your master skill damage. Now that you are at high level, you might have good amount of gold medals, so just prioritize these runes. First is the Ghost Element damage. Next one is the Enhanced Ghost Power. Like what the master skill wrote on the description, this will also enhance the spiritual combo as well. Next one is the Soul Expansion Enhance. And then Thought High Energy to give your spiritual combo a bit of spell crit. That is why you will see a blue crits on every spiritual combo. Now, from what I experiment, this rune is a standalone. It doesn't synergize with the spell crit runes because obviously it's only for auto attacks. But still, I've tried it and it didn't work. The only thing that will make your spiritual combo do more spell crits is having a lock stat. It's kinda weird knowing that lock only increases P attack crit chances. Spell crit is not part of it, but yeah, it works and it will give you more chances of doing spell crit, which is nice. And then we have the White Imprisoned Torment, which deals 4% HP losses every second of that target that is caught by White Imprison. It's really strong against targets like Royal Guard and priests that have really high HPs. Then the rest will be up to your playstyle. You can also get the Tetra Vortex merge to furtherly increase its damage. Having other element damage will also help your Tetra Vortex, so it's up to you. Then don't forget to activate Magic Attack, Refine Magic Attack, and Int stats in this Aesir. Also on your Blessing of Goddess, keep improving your Ignore MDef, M-Pen, Magic Attack, and Refine Magic Attack. Then on your element, the Ghost Element damage will be a big help, especially if it reaches 20. For the enchantment attributes, just simply get the Int, Lock, or Magic Attack for the basic stat, and then Magic Pen, Arcane, or Insight for the special effects. Then for the memory, on the attack word pool, get Ignore MDef, Magic Attack percent, or variable cast time and fixed cast time if you need it. Then for the def word pool are the Flee damage, Wind, Earth, Water, Fire damage taken, and Holy, Dark, Ghost, and Poison damage taken, because Ghost damage Warlocks are becoming popular right now, so you also need to have Ghost defensive stats. For its special word pool, if you can already unlock this, I suggest this one. There are some pets that will also boost our Ghost damage. We have the Whisper and Marionette. Marionette may give another 1% Ghost damage, but Whisper has better second passive, which is a damage reduction than the Marionette that is only SP regen. So I choose the Whisper. For dishes, just consume the foods that increases your magic attack like the original Wheel Juice, Int B Meal, and Lock B Meal for additional spell crit rate. And now for our combat skill usage. For your manual skill slot, you need to have these 3 ghost skills. The Master skill, which is the Spiritual Combo, White Imprison, and the Soul Expansion. Tetra Vortex, White Barrier for your shield, then Prepare for Elite that contains Sight, Energy Coat, Amplify Magic Power, and Recognize Spell. For auto skill slot are Prepare for Elite, White Barrier, Soul Expansion, and Spiritual Combo. But you need to cast 2 skills first before leaving it on auto, so your skill rotation will not be messy and you can deal the highest DPS possible. First, use the Prepare for Elite and White Imprison. Then after that, use the auto. This will let you use the optimal skill rotation, so all of your ghost skill damage will hit the imprisoned target. Because sometimes if you do not do this, the skill rotation will be messed up and your ghost skills will not hit an imprisoned target. If you find this video helpful, then please leave a like. Also subscribe to support my channel. Stay tuned as I will also be making other class guides as well. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe and have an awesome day. Lights out.